Hello, everyone. Welcome to Book of Mormon Cinema. We are going to have a short live stream to discuss some of the guests that we want to bring onto the channel and um, pick their brains on elements that can help us bring the stories of the Book of Mormon to life, from authors, archaeologists, historians, Book of Mormon scholars, filmmakers, producers, actors, people who have had experience with previous Book of Mormon um, projects. So this is going to be exciting. Right now we are waiting for my co-host to jump on. This is our first time using Facebook live stream, so please bear with us. Let's see. Hopefully he got the notification, and hopefully he is able to jump on. If not, hopefully he texts me, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'll get started until he jumps on. We have a few minutes. So something that I came across in my study, I love history, and as I've been studying the film industry and its history and development in the US, one of the most iconic and famous filmmakers of all times, one of the biggest legends I've ever seen, was Cecil B. DeMille. That guy is known as the father of Hollywood. And in some of his books, he has an autobiography, and he has a book called The Making of the Hollywood Epic. And it is so rich with information. And a fun fact, his archives, because he is known for doing intense and extensive research on all of his films. Any project that he ever did, before he even got the script going, he went into deep, painstaking research. And his archives are at BYU. They were donated to BYU Provo by his family shortly after his death, and he was a good friend to church leaders. He was not a Latter-day Saint, but he was a good friend of the Latter-day Saints. Something that I learned as I was studying his history is that among the things he would do in his research is he would find specialists. He would talk to them, and they would come from all sorts of backgrounds. They could be archaeologists, they could be historians, they could be other filmmakers, but they could also just be authors, for example. For his film The Crusade, or The Crusades, he was inspired by a historical novel that was written, that he came across, and he brought on the author to help him with bringing the Crusades to life for a script. I think the author even got a credit as one of the screenwriters for the Crusades. And my thoughts go, you know what? The Crusades was historical. The Book of Mormon is historical. Both have very strong faith ties, and it makes the person question, how do you make this happen? Well, Cecil B. DeMille used this author who had successfully done it in a book form. He brought him on, and he was one of the screenwriters. He was not the only one. Because screenwriting and book writing are very different for anyone who has attempted. Anyway, so something that I want to do is follow in the footsteps of those who have gone before me. I want to reach out to those who have experience with writing Book of Mormon books. I want to talk to people who have experience making Book of Mormon movies, Book of Mormon short films, Book of Mormon videos of any sort, and see what the experience was like for them, and learn from their successes and learn from their failures. There have been strengths and weaknesses in every project that has ever been done. Even my favorite films, I still critique because, well, there's always something that could have been done either better or done differently, depending on what your taste is. So that is something that we hope to bring to you. We have a list. I'm going to bring up the list to give you a general idea of what this could look like on this channel. And comment below if you are interested in one of these more than another. We're going for all of these, but let me know what you want to see the most. And honestly, I think this is more significant. Comment below which ones you think will be the most helpful. If we want to make Book of Mormon movies, Book of Mormon short films, Book of Mormon TV shows, we have to ask, can this happen? Yes, absolutely. It has happened. Now, how do we want to do it? Well, that's the real question. How are we going to do this? And we can talk forever about it, which is part of the reason why this channel exists. This is not something that is going to be done by one person or by two people or by a group of people, or rather a small group of people. This is going to need to be done by a community. So if there are people out there who love the Book of Mormon and it's changed their lives and they've been inspired by the stories and by the scriptures and by the testimony of Jesus Christ within it, this is the place for you. Please participate. This community is nothing without your participation. So, and if you comment once, feel free to comment twice. Like, the more input we have from you, the better. Because whenever these films get around to be made, people who love the Book of Mormon must love these films. And it must be true to the Book of Mormon, to the words, to the spirit, and to the purpose and destiny that it has. So let's see what we got here as far as some of the options go. Okay, I sent this to my co-host over Gmail. Let me see, podcast ideas. Okay. So as far as guests go, we have, okay, so filmmakers. I'm going to rattle off a bunch of names of people who have experience with Book of Mormon videos or Book of Mormon projects in the past. As far as filmmakers go, you have people like Adam Abel, Ryan Little, Christina Toriani, Garrett Beatty, Adam Thomas Anderegg. If I butcher any of these names, please forgive me. Blair True, Jason Allred, Alyssa Angelesi, Christopher S. Clark. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm reading off the names of the general authorities at General Conference. How does Henry B. Eyring do this? Brandon Christensen, Dan Lepre, Chantel Squires, Elizabeth Hansen, Jalen Petrie, Aaron Merrill, Ben Lomu. I love Ben Lomu, by the way. He's awesome. Darren Scott, Michelle Scott, Billy Zane, Eugene Braverock, Karina Lombard, Gary Rogers, Craig Clyde, Kirby Hayborn, Mark Gallagher, Michael Flynn, Bruce Newbold, Noah Dalton Danny, Jacques Gray, I think I butchered that, I'm sure, David Hales, Bryce C. Fillmore, Tobijah Tyler, T.C. Christensen, Stephen A. Lee, Richard Rich, Billy Badalato, Jackson Vanderwerken, Rick Macy, Tatum Shinique, Bruce Neubauer, Russell Holt, Keith Merrill, Hannah and Leah Stoddard. And if there are any more, I am happy to add them to that list. Now, that was just a list of filmmakers who have experience or related experience with Book of Mormon movies. And these are people that I want to, they have some sort of experience that I want to pick at to add to the wealth of knowledge that we have that will help us make Book of Mormon movies a reality. We want to further this. Are there projects that have been done before? Yes. Do we want to see more projects done? Absolutely. We want projects that continue to make us feel twice as tall as we felt when we first sat down to watch the movie or the video, whatever it is. Now, as far as interviewing novelists and historians go, here are some of the names. If there are any names that I missed, feel free to comment below. So for novelist and historian, we have Chris Heimerdinger, Lee Nelson, Nate Jensen, Alan L. Scarborough, David Woolley, Misty Munker, Curtis Erkenbrock, R.E.D. Richardson, H.B. Moore, Russ Vance, Marilyn Brown, Nuvis O'Harris, Claire M. Polson, Katie Lindsay, Mikkel Wall and Renee Roberts, Guy Morgan Galley, Elizabeth Cannon Porter, Gregory Ellis, Michael House, and etc. So again, if there are some people out there that you think would be great to add to this list, comment below. We need that. Interviewing archaeologists and specialists in culture. Anella Joe, Rod Meldrum, John E. Clark, Wayne May, John L. Sorensen, Mark Allen Wright, William J. Hamblin, Carrie Muhlstein, Warren P. Ashton, Daniel C. Peterson, Matthew Roper, Brant A. Gardner, Ray T. Metheny, Jonathan Neville, John Lefgren, Mike LaFontaine, etc. Yeah, those are some of the groups and some of the names that we have for right now. But we want to add to this list. I don't think there is really an end to the discussions that need to be had for making Book of Mormon movies. And frankly, even if we don't have all the answers, I believe, and I firmly believe this, we need to try. If we do not try, we will not learn. Many of the films that have been done before, many of the great inventions and innovations and discoveries have been made after many failures. So let's not be afraid of failure. Let's believe that the Lord will strengthen our efforts. He will renew our strength. He will bless us with inspiration and revelation as we go on. And he will bless this labor. That is what I believe. I feel this very passionately. And I really hope that we can each strengthen our testimonies of the Book of Mormon. And if some of you don't have a testimony of the Book of Mormon, I hope that by joining us here in this community and walking on this journey with us, that a testimony will come to the sincere of heart. A testimony will come. I know that with all of my heart. Anyway, that's enough for today, but look forward to future live streams with you guys. Have a good day.